Before sunrise, the cold already owns the land. In the darkness of the Siberian Arctic, Yakutia lies silent beneath a sky heavy with stars. The air is so clear it feels brittle, as if a single breath might crack it. Snow stretches to every horizon, flat, endless, untouched, glowing faintly blue in the moonlight. No wind. No birds. No sound at all. Only temperature. -71 degrees Celsius. At this cold, metal shatters like glass. Diesel freezes. Skin burns in seconds. Breath falls from the mouth like powder. Even time itself feels slower, thickened by the weight of the air. Yet somewhere in this frozen emptiness, small yellow lights begin to glow. Homes. And inside them, life continues. This is Yakutia, the coldest inhabited region on Earth, where survival is not a story of adventure, but a daily routine. For the people here, the cold is not an enemy. It is simply the law of nature. And today, for the next 24 hours, we follow those who live inside it. Main body. Morning does not arrive gently. It seeps in slowly, a pale gray light spreading across the snow like diluted ink. The sun never truly rises high in winter. It only hovers, weak and distant, offering little warmth, only visibility. In a small wooden house on the edge of the village, Sergei is already awake. The fire never went out during the night. It cannot. The stove is the heart of the home, thick iron, glowing faintly red. If the fire dies, the house dies with it. Pipes freeze. Walls crack. Sleep becomes dangerous. Sergei feeds another log into the flame. The wood snaps sharply as it catches. Resin hisses. Heat slowly spreads across the room. His breath still shows indoors. Even with insulation, the corners of the windows are crusted with frost. Ice patterns bloom across the glass like frozen flowers. He dresses methodically. First wool. Then more wool. Then fur. Layer after layer, until his body is hidden beneath heavy reindeer hide and thick felt boots. Every centimeter of skin must disappear. Even eyelashes collect frost within seconds outside. There is no rushing. Rushing leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to frostbite. Outside, the door creaks open. And the cold enters instantly, like water flooding a ship. It is not a breeze or a chill. It is pressure. A heavy, physical force that squeezes the lungs and stings the face. Each breath feels sharp, almost metallic. The snow beneath his boots squeaks loudly, a dry, high sound unique to extreme cold. At these temperatures, snow no longer compresses softly. It fractures. Across the village, smoke rises straight into the air from every chimney. No wind. Only stillness. Engines groan to life one by one. Cars here are never turned off for long. If left overnight, they may never start again. Oil thickens. Batteries die. Fuel gels into wax. So drivers keep them running for hours, sometimes days. Fuel is cheaper than freezing. Sergei walks toward the animal pen. Inside, reindeer huddle together, their thick coats dusted with frost. Steam rises from their bodies like ghosts escaping into the morning air. They are calm. Adapted. Their eyelashes are white with ice, yet they move slowly, patiently, as if the cold means nothing. For generations, these animals have meant survival. Transport. Food. Clothing. Without them, life here would be impossible. He checks their feed, breaks ice from the water trough with a small axe, and scatters frozen hay. The sound of metal striking ice echoes across the silent plain. Every movement is deliberate. Energy must be saved. Out here, exhaustion can be fatal. As daylight strengthens, the village begins to stir. Children wrapped like small bundles waddle toward the school building, faces hidden behind scarves and fur-lined hoods. Only their eyes are visible, dark, and alert. Even at -50 or 60, school continues. Life does not pause for weather here. At the local store, a delivery truck arrives from the highway, its tires crunching slowly across packed snow. Supplies come rarely in winter. Roads are unreliable, and sometimes the only routes are frozen rivers. Food must last. Nothing can be wasted. Inside, shelves hold simple things: flour, canned fish, tea bricks, sugar, dried meat. No fresh vegetables. No fruit. In this climate, freshness is a memory. Frozen fish sit stacked like pieces of wood, solid as stone. They don't rot. They simply stay frozen forever. An elderly woman taps one against the counter. It makes a hollow knocking sound. Nature's freezer. By midday, Sergei prepares for travel. Today he must check trap lines several kilometers away, beyond the river bend. He loads supplies onto a snowmobile: rope, spare fuel, tools, dried meat wrapped in cloth. The machine coughs as it starts, vibrating stiffly. Engines never sound healthy in this cold. They sound fragile. Like they could give up at any moment. He pulls his fur hood tight and drives into the open tundra. Within minutes, the village disappears. Swallowed by white. The landscape is enormous.